the faith, Lady Commander of the Seas, by the grace of God, ruler of England, Ireland, and Wales, Queen Elizabeth, God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
Welcome to Stirling.
Allow me to be the first to welcome thee, Your Majesty. I be Sir Philip de Mark, Sheriff of Nottingham.
We do know thee, Sheriff, and thank thee for this kind greeting. Likewise, thanks to thee, Lord Mayor Willoughby, and to thy lovely wife, Winifred. We have been looking forward to our return to Stirling for some time.
But with no less anticipation that we have awaited thy return, my liege.
Do not flatter, de Mark, for well we know that it is not our return that thou dost await, but that of our most dear lady-in-waiting and thy bride, the Lady Marian Fitzwalter. Lady Marian, step forward. Dear Marian, we have seen how thou hast suffered following the untimely demise of thy childhood sweetheart, Robert of Locksley. Indeed, we have grieved with thee for the loss of such a promising youth. But it is time to set aside old longings and begin to live again. Sir Philip de Mark hath long sued for thy hand. Canst thou open thy heart to him here amongst thine own people and begin to build a future?
My duty is to my people, and my place is here. I will endeavour to be a good wife and helpmate to Sir Philip and bring honour to my forefathers.
There is much satisfaction to be found in service to others. We believe that contentment and even happiness will follow, eventually.
I trust in Her Majesty's wisdom.
Then, Sir Philip de Mark, Sheriff of Nottingham, we deliver unto thee thy bride, the Lady Marian Fitzwalter, keeper of the lands of Stirling.
Sir Philip.
Now, Marian, none of that. We are old friends, you and I, and betrothed. Surely we may embrace.
When will the wedding be held, de Mark?
All is in readiness, my lord. The banns have been read. The Queen and her royal court should be my guest of honor.
And I shall have the honor of giving away the bride.
I can hardly wait.
Oh, I do love weddings. There's still so much to be done, Your Majesty. I beg to be excused.
Enough of this interminable wedding talk. Lady Mayoress, thou hast leave to depart. We believe there are matters of state requiring our attention. Lord Burleigh.
Majesty. Her most gracious Majesty, Queen Elizabeth, will deign to speak to the populace of the Shire of Stirling. God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
Good people of Stirling, our heart is filled with joy to once more be in our beloved Shire, this precious stone set in a silver sea. Indeed, so well do we love this place that not only do we willingly while away our time here, but we have brought a foreign prince and suitor for our hand to share our delight in this demi-paradise, Prince Henri. Good people, we present unto ye Henri, Prince of Navarre. As he is our honoured guest, we command that you treat him with all the esteem due to his rank and station, and as he is our especial friend, that you show him the warmth and hospitality for which this Shire is so justly famed.
Merci beaucoup, Your Most Radiant Highness. And many thanks to the people of this most welcoming Shire. We look forward to sharing the holiday with thee and learning more of your English ways and customs. We hope that the kindness thou hast shown us since our arrival in this land will continue to flourish and grow, perhaps into something more than mere friendship.
Perhaps, Henri, perhaps. Our sojourn here will allow us to become better acquainted.
It is indeed our fondest hope. We also look forward to meeting Sir Robert Dudley, the Earl of Leicester. His horsemanship is the talk of Europe, as is the close personal relationship he has always enjoyed with Your Majesty. Indeed, he has so long been thy constant companion that we are surprised he is not here to meet us.
Lord Robert's duties prevent him from attending upon us.
Ah, yes, we had heard that he is recently married. The Lady Leicester was reputedly very young and very beautiful. But then, she's a cousin of thine, is she not? How then could she be other than beautiful?
Young she is, and foolish, and her mother was indeed a cousin of mine. As to her beauty, let every eye negotiate for itself and trust no agent, for beauty is a witch in whose charms faith melteth to blood.
Foolish, how so?
In this kingdom, my lord, it is the custom for those of high rank and station to ask the monarch's permission before marrying. A custom Lord and Lady Leicester neglected.
Pardonnez-moi, we hope that we have not given thee offense. no idea that the subject of the Earl's marriage would distress thee.
Distress? On the contrary, my lord, the Earl's marriage fills us with joy, which is why we've insisted that he remain at his country estate instead of joining us on progress. Obviously, the Earl had tired of the rarefied air of court and was ready to assume a quiet life. Far be it from us to insist upon a courtier's service once their natural vigor has been exhausted. The progress can be so very wearying if one has not the stamina.
Then we are fortunate that we are young enough to keep pace with thy gracious self, n'est-ce pas?
It is well, as we believe a most strenuous program has been prepared for us, Lord Mayor.
Indeed, Your Majesty. In addition to the wedding of the Sheriff and Lady Marion, there shall be singing by pirates, madrigals, minstrels, and sirens, feasting and dancing, a test of skill at the live chess games, and not one, but 2 feats of daring do upon the horseback, not to mention other magic, merriment, and mayhem.
And auditions for the Queen's Faire.
Audition, qu'est-ce que c'est?
The Earl's retirement has had one unfortunate consequence. He was the patron of the finest troupe of actors in London, now sadly disbanded.
Happily, Her Majesty has graciously agreed to fill the breach and is forming her own acting troupe, the Queen's Players. I, and other members of the court, will happily see any and all who dream of treading the boards.
Why audition peasant? Why not simply reform Leicester's men to be the Queen's Players?
Ah, I see you have no experience with actors. The moment the company was disbanded, they scattered to the 4 winds. All those scoundrels who were not thrown in jail, that is.
Enough! We have made our decision in this matter. All who wish to be heard will be heard. Many thanks, Lord Mayor, for thine extensive preparations. We look forward to sampling and sharing all the delights this Shire has to offer. Lord Burke.
These proceedings...
Your Majesty, that was forgotten the most important thing of all. The yearly tax money. Stirlingshire has had a most prosperous year. And in honor of our wedding, the peasants have graciously donated an extra 10% above and beyond their usual contribution.
10%? We rejoice in this land's prosperity, but hope our people have not overextended their generosity in their wish to demonstrate their affection.
Your Majesty, fear not for the peasantry, for I know exactly how far their generosity extends. Gods, behold!
Dame, Queen, you will be glad to know that this tax money has gone where it is most needed, to help feed the poor.
Hood! Robin! Arrest him! Idiot!
Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Welcome home, Marion. Oh, lads!
Marion,
You told me he was dead!
You told me he was dead!
Enough!
I will never marry thee. I demand thou release me.
Thou hast signed a wedding compact. It's as good as done. The banns have been read. Oh, and by the way, the law is on my side.
Lord Burleigh,
I'm sorry, Marion, but it is a binding contract. If you break it, you will lose everything.
I care nothing for money. Philip can have the land.
And what of thy people, my dear Lady Marion? Of course, I can rule over them as well. It's a lonely job, but somebody has to do it.
Your Majesty.
A very interesting conundrum. Of course, in my country, we would merely change the law to suit our interest. Tout de suite.
This is England, monsieur. Here we do not cut our laws to fit the current fashion. We will see what can be done, Marion, but no one is above the law.
I cannot believe I found him only to lose him again.
Fear not, Lady Marion. A solution will be found. Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
Yes, Lord Mayor Willem.
I just remembered an event that I omitted from my previous recitation.
No, it is probably not that important, Lord Mayor.
The archery tournament. Yes. Everyone knows of thy love for the sport. Yes, we must have an archery tournament so that thee may
show this fine English pastime to the Prince of Navarre.
We still remember Agincourt.
There is no archery tournament.
The best archers in Stirling will be there, Your Majesty.
An excellent idea, Lord Mayor. Oh, please, Your Majesty. An archery tournament would be such fun.
Very well. We shall be delighted to participate. Sheriff, see to it at once.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
And now we must be getting on, or we shan't have time for anything.
These proceedings have ended. God save